Okay. Anyway. Hey YouTube, DeepHal3543. Welcome back to Teardrop Distance.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Hopefully this time we'll actually be able to get out of this world.
Hey. Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, hey, yeah.
Hopefully I'll be able to buy more balloons.
Yeah,
in the next,
hey, yeah,
move on.
yeah, hey, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Hey, come on. Oh, hey, it dropped me now. That does me a whole lot of good.
Yeah, hey, yeah, ha, hey, ha, hey,
I'm gonna spend it on the next stuff. Yeah, post.
yeah,
Finally. Do I want to wait to get... Oh, fuck yeah. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Hold on, your glitters. What about over here? I mean, I can go ahead and get time box. Then you get attack haste, attack boost. There you go, switch down there. If anything, really. Time bomb. Turn nearby foes into ticking time bombs. They go off for a damage shutting enemies. Actually, it doesn't seem too bad. I'll still use fire, but I don't too much. See how well that goes. Just to see how well it works. Good stuff.
hey, yeah, hey,
Always get to the boss.
Hey,
It goes even more effective when you hit Balloon Rush, because Balloon Rush really goes after the target. It hunts down the target. When you use Balloon, it just sits there like a mine thing. I think like mine is purple.
hey, yeah,
And Birth by Sleep.
yeah,
Right? Except it's with balloons. But if you have Balloon Rush, it hunts. It's like a heat-seeking missile or something along those lines.
take time. There. Yeah, hey,
And it will hunt down.
yeah, hey,
But
hey,
Balloon
yeah,
Rush produces
yeah, hey,
more this giant balloon. And when the enemy touches that, it then splits up into a bunch of little balloons and then turns into a powerful Balloon Rush type deal. And it hunts down the enemy doing massive damage.
heat high.
Yes. Tough to meet you. Alright. Down here.
Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, ha, ha, yeah, ha, yeah, ha, hey, yeah, 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 ha, hey, yeah, yeah, ha, fire, ha, yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, there we go, water barrel. Fantastic. Sweet. Go ahead and bond with him. Water barrel. Comes in here. Go! Shoot! Haha! I'm accidentally doing something that shouldn't have happened. Alright, ability links. Yes, I can finally get through it. Nice. What's that? Oh, leaf bracelet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on. Let's go ahead and come down here and grab. Super Rod open. Let's see what we got here. HP boost, alright. Attack haste, okay. Poison block. Circle ray. Oh, interesting. Let's go ahead and get fire screen. Edit that. Turn Cure into Cure Up. That's it.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Hey! Yeah! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! 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 Heal! Take this!
Nice! That's
Hey!
actually really
Yeah!
good.
Yeah! Yeah! Hey! Ha!
I
Yeah!
can get behind that.
Yeah!
Alright, I want to get caught. I want to. Well,
Yeah!
good now.
Ha! Ha!
Oh, yes,
Ha!
it is.
Hey! Ha! Hey! Yeah! 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 Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Okay. And down we go. Doesn't hurt to look. Never know. Might be. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, water bro. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, ha. Yeah, yeah, ha.
Oh.
Hey, yeah. Oh. Take this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Heal. Hey, ha, ha. Hey, yeah, ha.
I forgot the
Yeah, hey, ha. Yeah, hey. Yes.
Level up. Fire away now. I'll do the water bell when I get to another section. Immediately.
There.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ha. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, ha. Hey, ha, ha. Yeah, yeah, ha. Hey, ha. Hey, ha. Yeah, ha. Hey, ha. Oh, yeah, yeah, ha. Take this. Ha. Yeah. So long.
Ooh,
Hey,
that
yeah,
instant
ha.
killed the rider? It did.
Ha, hey, ha. Hey, yeah. Oh,
Come on.
yeah.
Great.
Ha, hey, yeah. Yeah,
Alright. I can dig it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Hey, yeah, ha.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, ha, ha. Hey, ha, yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. Ha.
Okay. Very point. Alright. Right. Fine. I lost it. Terrible. Oh no! I got a new record though, so I guess I can't complain too much about it. I can't get it quite yet. I'll hold off until I can. Level. Where do I have the better HP boost? Stronger. Can I get more balloons? I can. Yes! More balloon. I need... I think I just need 2 for right now. I can't get Cure yet because I just got it. Spirits. No. Yeah, I just need 2. Time Bomb is great, but Balloon is better. Well, I mean, Time Bomb is use. You know, there's no denying that. Time Bomb is very useful.
Yes.
Okay. Look around me, whatever is this.
Yeah. Oh. Ha. Ha. Yeah.
I can't do anything else that's important to me.
Quasimodo? What are you doing here?
Phoebus and I came to warn you. Frollo's on his way.
Take what you can and flee.
Well done, Captain Phoebus. Thankfully, you are every bit as predictable as I had hoped. Dear Quasimodo, I always knew you would someday be of use to me. I have you at last, you witch. There'll be a bonfire in the square.
No. Please, Master.
Huh.
Frollo, I won't let you do this.
Good night, Sora.
No! Quasimodo? Esmeralda! Phoebus! He's taking her to a bonfire in the square. I gotta hurry!
Sorry, you naive fool. She is the bonfire in the square.
Esmeralda! Way to go, Quasi!
Sanctuary!
Ha! Take this! Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Oh! Ha! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Hey! Ha! Ha! Take this! Take this! Here! Ha! Yeah! 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 Take this! Hey! Yeah! Take this! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Take this! Yeah! 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 Ha!
It took so much. It was very
Yeah!
useful.
Ha!
Now imagine, if you will,
Ha! Oh! Ha! Ha!
I had balloons raw, and all of these balloons, instead of just sitting here, were actively hunting things.
Here. Yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Ha, yeah.
Really, big boy?
Yeah, ha, yeah.
Yeah.
Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. 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 Oh. Oh. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Hey, ha.
Hahaha! Feels so much easier once you have balloon, and it'll help us get through this game a whole lot faster.
I should have known you'd risk your life to save that gypsy witch. Just as your own mother died in her pitiful attempt to save you.
What?
Now, I'm going to do what I should have done 20 years ago.
Hold on! Hold on!
And he shall smite the wicked and plunge them into the fiery pit forever!
Quasimodo! No! No!
Anybody remember the sequel to this movie? I do. Wasn't as great as the first, but it was still adorable, and I loved it.
Quasimodo, you can't let your heart be...
I know. I can't blame Frollo for putting walls around me. It wasn't the walls that were holding me back. But my heart is free now. I'm ready to really see what's out there.
All that time, Quasimodo let himself be trapped inside the nightmares Frollo gave him.
Hypocrite. You are the one who has made your heart a prison.
You again! What are you talking about?
Even if you are not the prisoner.
Huh? My heart's a prison?
Birth by sleep. Master Xehanort had decided to abandon his pupil Ventus on the Destiny Islands. The boy's heart was fractured, useless. But his heart was saved when a new heart found Ventus and helped him fill the void. Several years passed, and Ventus forgot what had happened. He had found a new home in the Land of Departure, a sacred ground defended by a long line of Keyblade masters. There, he met two other youths named Aqua and Terra, and together they trained with Master Ericus to become Keyblade masters. Both Aqua and Terra should have been named Keyblade masters, but Master Xehanort intervened, convincing Ericus to test his pupils with a Mark of Mastery examination. While Aqua passed the test, Terra did not, creating a rift between him and his friends. Shortly after came tidings of Unversed, strange creatures that thrived on negativity, and Master Xehanort had broken off all communication. Terra left us all. Ericus tasked her with keeping Terra under surveillance and bringing Ventus home as soon as possible. Thus their journeys began. During Terra's travels, Master Xehanort whittled away at the young man's ethics, convincing him that darkness and light were equally important, and that a balance must be kept. Elsewhere, Ventus met Mickey, another trainee, and found himself crossing Keyblades with a mysterious masked boy named Vanitas. The three friends were reunited in Radiant Garden, but too much had changed. Terra felt betrayed by Ericus and Aqua, and retreated deeper into Xehanort's clutches. Ventus sided with Terra and ran off again, and Aqua was left to deal with a mixture of guilt, concern, and love. Guided by fate, perhaps, Terra arrived at the Destiny Islands and met Riku. He decided to bequeath the power of the Keyblade to this little boy, who reminded him so much of himself. Some time after, Aqua visited these same islands and discovered that what Terra had done. She, too, found a kindred spirit in Riku's friend, Sora, and told the boy to stick by his friend and guide him even through the darkest of times. Ventus had made a discovery of his own. While rescuing Mickey, he was confronted by Master Xehanort and learned of his connection to a weapon called the Keyblade. Ventus returned to Master Ericus in search of answers about his past, but the truth was a disaster waiting to happen, and Master Ericus had no choice but to lock his pupil's heart away to keep that disaster contained. Terra arrived just in the nick of time and battled his master to protect his friend. But this was exactly what Master Xehanort had hoped for. Terra watched in horror as his new mentor struck the weakened Ericus down. He had been fooled. Terra tried to move Ventus someplace safe, the Destiny Islands. But Vanitas, the boy with the mask, was already there. "Join with me. Become the Keyblade," he said. And then Ventus remembered the truth. Vanitas was part of him, the darkness which had been extracted from his heart. Led by Destiny, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua assembled in the Keyblade graveyard. In the distance, Master Xehanort and Vanitas appeared. A violent clash ensued, and at the end of it, Terra's body was possessed by Xehanort. Meanwhile, Ventus, having been forced into a clash with his counterpart, Vanitas, chose the destruction of them both to prevent the Keyblade from being forged. In the aftermath, Mickey was able to rescue Aqua and Ventus, but Ventus would not wait, and Terra was nowhere to be found. Aqua's journey was not over. Aqua recalled her master's teachings. After finding a safe place for Ventus to rest, she locked the land of departure, which would eventually come to be known as Castle Oblivion. Ventus's heart had been nearly snuffed out, so he retreated to the safety of Sora's heart, the same new heart that had saved him once before. Aqua found and confronted Xehanort, who had possessed Terra's body. After a long fight, Aqua dove into the darkness and sacrificed herself to usher Terra back to the realm of light. Aqua wandered the realm of darkness for a decade before meeting a stranger there. This stranger told her about a certain boy who had become the savior of all worlds. When Aqua heard the boy's name, tears filled her eyes, and her face beamed with hope. They got the sweet new Keyblade out of it, too. Drop. Now, Ricky needs to come out and do her thing. Wow, he's not getting much of anything here. Water bell. He needs that attack there. I'll give it that. Oh. Okay, that much. Nice. Alright, man, that. There we go. This is Kira. Also. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. So, yeah, that's what I want. Utility links. Maybe I'll look up this way 2 more times. Magic boost. Yeah, I think magic boost should be. I wonder if I can create a spirit, please. Yeah, both were off to a great start. Party. You in my party. Excellent. Most excellent. Water thing, This is good. Now I can go back and fight the boss. This time more successful. Oh wait, I just wasted it here. This is why I have the flower. Come at me. Over here, over here. I'm over here. Come on. Heal. There we go. Whew. I'm so sorry. Carbonated drinking, kind of. Oh. And another one. All right. Sora Riku and Kairi had always dreamed of the outside world. On a beach in the Destiny Islands, the three friends began building a raft. One day, a stranger in a brown robe confronted Sora and told him, "This world has been connected." That night, the islands were hit by a storm and engulfed by darkness. Sora found himself in possession of a mysterious key-shaped sword called a Keyblade, and was separated from Riku and Kairi. Other worlds had met the same fate, and more would. Meanwhile, the king of Disney Castle had gone missing. His closest subjects, Donald and Goofy, set off to find someone with a key, just as their liege's farewell letter had instructed. Sora had awoken in a place called Traverse Town, and it was there he learned what was expected of a Keyblade wielder. He joined forces with Donald and Goofy, and the trio continued after their search for Riku, Kairi, and King Mickey. Each world they visited had revealed a keyhole, which led to the heart of each world. The creatures called Heartless, manifestations of the darkness within us, were trying to get at it. With Keyblade in hand, Sora took down the Heartless and locked the keyholes. Manipulating the Heartless were Maleficent and her League of Villains. Maleficent had tricked Riku into helping her gather the pure hearts of 7 princesses who would grant her dominion over all worlds. By the time Sora caught up with Riku in Hollow Bastion, his friend had succumbed to darkness. But a good thrashing only made things worse. The defeated Riku was possessed by Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Sora defeated Maleficent and found himself face to face with this greater threat. Ansem was trying to complete the keyhole to a doorway that led to the heart of all worlds, Kingdom Hearts. After discovering Kairi's heart was inside him, Sora tried to release her and turned into a Heartless, but the light in Kairi's heart changed him back. Sora knew he had to close the final keyhole. As a parting gift, Kairi gave him a good luck charm made of thalassa shells to ensure a safe voyage. Sora promised he would return it someday, then set off. He followed Ansem all the way to the heart of the darkness that had swallowed the world, and defeated him. But Kingdom Hearts had already been opened. Sora was able to close the door again with the help of Riku and King Mickey, who stayed trapped in the realm of darkness on the other side. Sora decided not to return to his homeworld, and began a new journey with Donald and Goofy to find Riku and the King. And we finally get out of this world.
Master Frollo, he made me live inside the bell tower, but the real walls were the ones I built around my heart. You helped me see that, Riku.
I was speaking from personal experience.
I'd say you still keep a lot locked inside.
We all do that sometimes. There are just some things we need to keep separate from the world at large. At least until we have time to figure them out.
I know the road my heart walks. Hey, Axel, you haven't forgotten.
What?
You made us a promise.
I did?
That you'd always be there. To bring us back.
Yeah.
Got it memorized?
Best friends forever. Where? What happened to me? Roxas. That's me. Dylan. Alias. Evan. Yenzo. We are people again. But only the ones who joined the organization here. I guess Xehanort doesn't count. But where are Braig and... Isa?
And another chronicle. When Roxas first became part of the organization, he spent his days on missions collecting hearts and befriending another member named Axel. However, when Axel was sent to Castle Oblivion on a special mission, Roxas teamed up with the organization's new 14th member, a girl named Shion. Slowly, the two warmed to each other. Once Axel returned from his mission, he, Roxas, and Shion developed a routine of ending each busy day by having ice cream atop the Twilight Town clock tower. There, they talked about work, friendship, their memories, and the meaning of a heart. One day, Shion was ordered to dispatch an imposter, Riku, who had donned the organization's robes to protect Sora. But Shion was overpowered and told her Keyblade was a sham. After failing a second mission, she slipped into a coma. When Shion finally awoke, Roxas's daily routine resumed a kind of normalcy, though something in his friend had changed. Slowly, Shion began to question her own existence. On day 255, Shion visited Castle Oblivion and discovered what she was. Excuse me, sorry. Jesus. Roxas waited for Shion at the clock tower, but she never came. The next day, he learned she had deserted the organization. Roxas tracked her down and tried to convince her to return, but Shion drew her Keyblade, threateningly. It was only once Axel appeared that he and Roxas were able to bring her back by force. After learning some of the truth about Shion, Roxas found his own existence thrown into question. He lost faith in Axel and the organization, who had kept so much hidden from him, and decided to run away. Meanwhile, Shion had tracked down a girl named Namine, and decided to return her share of Sora's memories to their owner. Axel hunted her down and made a double-edged promise. Keep running. I'll always be there to bring you back. After barely managing to keep that promise, Axel collapsed, and Xemnas, the organization's leader, took Shion away. Aimlessly, Roxas found himself wandering toward the clock tower. There, Shion revealed herself to be not her at all, but a faceless puppet that the organization had created as a cage for Sora's memories. The last of those memories were inside Roxas, Sora's nobody, and she would have to take them from him to become a complete Sora replica. The two fought, and Shion got her wish. She was defeated. As the memories that made her up returned to Sora, she ceased to exist and vanished from the minds of all who knew her. Confused and angry, Roxas decided to challenge Xemnas and an organization, free the hearts they had collected, and destroyed Kingdom Hearts. But Roxas was not strong enough to win, and if he fell here, Sora would never awaken, so Riku confronted him. In his mind, Riku heard the last wish of a girl whose name he could no longer remember, to stop Roxas. He nearly failed, and had to allow the darkness in his heart to take over before he was able to subdue Roxas. A boy named Roxas woke up in his room in Twilight Town after having another strange dream. Excited, he ran off to meet his friends at their usual spot. Only 7 days of summer vacation left. I can't help but feel like the inspiration for Roxas was taken from that might be just me. But, let's see, I kind of 14, 18. This one. Right in here. Okay. I dodged that. My bad. Oh, I'm running out of time. Ow. Haha. Go. I did not do good. I accept that.
My clothes. Is this world special? A Dream Eater! No. Let's see how this plays out.
Another stray.
Are you a prisoner? Yeah, it looks that way. Name's Sam. I'm Riku. Where are we, Sam? We're on the grid.
You're in luck. Only a precious few are granted light cycle battle privileges.
You gonna explain why it's so lucky?
I'll show you.
How hard can it be?
Scary. I'm impressed when you knew how it works. so I think I'm playing really well. Oh, of course. I would drive right into it. Stop it. What if I didn't jump? Ow. Dang it! I didn't even attack yet, and I still died. You really don't have a choice. I gotta get through this if I want to progress.
I think I've had enough entertainment for one day.
Riku! You made it. You escaped from the games.
Yeah.
I know a way off the grid. Wanna come with?
No. You go ahead. Wait, what's the way out?
Through the portal.
Portal?
Yeah. It's like a gate that opened when I came here. Once I'm back in the real world, I can delete Clue. And then my dad will be able to come home.
Your dad?
He vanished 20 years ago when he came here to the grid. But because he needed to protect his disc from Clue, he went into hiding. He's been trapped there ever since. But I'm gonna change that.
I see. Sam, you mind if I go with you after all? To the portal?
Sure. I'll take what help I can get. But first there's somebody I need to meet. He's in the city.
I tried to get back, but I couldn't get to the portal. It uses massive power and it can't stay open forever. And like a safe, it can only be opened from the outside. It closed on me, Sam. That's why I never came home.
So the portal, it activated when I came in. So it's open now.
Not for long. Only 1 millicycle. About 8 hours.
So we go now. We go home. We make a run for it. We get you
Sam,
out of here.
Don't rush.
What do you mean, don't rush? The portal's gonna close.
My disc is everything, Sam. It's the master key. The golden ticket. The way out. And not just for me.
What do you mean?
Our worlds are more connected than anyone knows. Clue figures if I can be in...
He can be out?
With my disc, it's possible.
And then what?
Game over. The guy doesn't dig imperfection. What's more imperfect than our world? I can't let that happen. I won't.
So what do we do? Nothing?
It's amazing how productive doing nothing can be. Clue is planning something. We've known that for a while. It's his game now. The only way to win is not to play.
Yeah, well, that's a hell of a way to live.
But it is a way. Sometimes life has a way of moving you past things like wants and hopes.
That's great, Dad. Keep telling yourself that.
Good night, Sam.
Got that new Keyblade though. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Yep. Flashback, chronicles, reality shift. What's that? Save. And I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Finally got out of Notre Dame, La Cité des Cloches. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.